government wants the UK to become world leaders in today's topic. It's seen as the future of the construction industry, and this place offers the only distance learning masters in it. Welcome to Middlesex University and an in-depth look at building information modelling, or as it's more commonly and conveniently known, BIM.
It's been a dream for 20 or so years to move towards perfect information.
We are the only program which is specifically focused on the management of BIM within the whole life cycle.
Hello, I'm Chris Jameson. This is the first in a series of films getting under the skin of the work being done by staff and students here at Middlesex University. Construction is one of the largest sectors of the UK economy. It contributes about £90 billion and comprises over 280,000 businesses, covering some 3 million jobs. The government sees BIM as the future of this sector, so much so it'll be compulsory for all centrally procured government contracts by 2016. Tony Prideaux is at a construction site in East London and can tell us more.
The government describes BIM as information modelling and information management in a team environment. Essentially, it's a way of working. It's a process involving the sharing and coordination of information about a building project throughout its entire life cycle. We're talking from design, through procurement and construction and beyond, into the operation and management stage. In fact, all the way through to demolition.
And the UK's only distance learning MSc in BIM Management happens right here. Dr. Noha Saleeb is head of the programme. I'm delighted to say she joins me now. Dr. Saleeb, what would you say is the advantage to an individual and the organisations they work for of studying this Masters?
One benefit for the individual is that they wouldn't have to take any time off from work in order to study or to come to uni. So they can engage with all the activities and webinars with the guest lecturers and all the participants from all over the world from their workplace. Another advantage is that we are the only program which is specifically focused on the management of BIM within the whole life cycle.
And how is the course actually structured?
It's divided up into 3 parts. So there's technical BIM management, focusing on the design, information and collaboration issues. There is the operational BIM management, focusing on the construction, risk, quality, legal, time management issues. And there's the strategic BIM management as well, which is focusing on creating a BIM implementation plan in an organization on the whole.
The course is in its second year now, isn't it? What sort of feedback have you had from former students?
The major feedback we're getting is that the students are able to implement all the shared knowledge from the program as they're studying it into their workplace, in the projects that they're doing and within their organizations.
Dr. Saleeb, for now, thank you. Let's see how BIM is working on the ground then and take you about 15 miles east of here.
I'm at a multi-million town centre development here in Barking, which in fact is a BIM project, and I'm joined by David Miller from David Miller Architects and also by Matt Collett from Middlesex University. David, if I can turn to you first, how central is BIM, not just to your company but to the construction sector as a whole?
Oh, it's massively important. It's an opportunity for the construction industry and the sector to reimagine itself in a much more efficient and structured way. It's been a dream for 20 or so years to move towards perfect information, and more recently the technology has matured in a way that's allowing that to happen.
The case for BIM is pretty compelling, but why bother with a qualification in it?
Oh, like all things in business, accreditation and demonstration of capability is really important. So having qualified professionals coming into the industry is really important to us.
Matt, can I bring you in here? How do you work with a company like David's?
So we would work with a company like David's to initially help us design these very sector-specific and sector-relevant qualifications. And then companies like David's might send their staff on these programs to help them develop and retain talent.
Of course, there's an international perspective to this as well.
Yeah, because we've designed it in such an agile way, it's fully distance learning. The MSc BIM programme has a cohort of around 50% that are fully international, so really globalising this BIM movement.
And it'd be true to say that the UK is seen as a leader in this sector, particularly with the government's mandation and with the education opportunities that are in the UK. It's a really fantastic opportunity for export as well for us.
Thanks to David and Matt, and from here embarking back to you, Chris, at Hendon.
Thank you. Dr. Saleeb is still with me, and Noha, it was interesting what David and Matt were saying there about the international dimension to this.
Yes, almost half of our participants are from international countries, so we have people from Australia right up to the US.
Thank you. Let's get another perspective on BIM now. Earlier I sat down with Peter Bishop. He's Deputy CEO of the London Chamber of Commerce, and here's a bit of our chat. Peter, thank you for joining us. Tell us first of all about the role of the Chamber.
The Chamber provides services and connections for businesses in the capital so that they can grow their businesses both in the UK and overseas.
And in terms of the relationship between this place, Middlesex University, and the Chamber?
Middlesex is one of many universities in the capital, but it's unique and it's interesting, it's creative, and it represents the multicultural element of the city.
And finally, in terms of BIM, BIM strikes me as a really good example of the Chamber and the university working pretty well together.
Yeah, when BIM came along, it's in the property and construction sector, of course, are so important to us at the Chamber and indeed London too. When we heard that Middlesex had introduced this work-based postgrad in BIM, we were delighted, and we were able and continue to be able to spread the word here and overseas.
Peter, thank you. Just before we go, we asked all of our guests today for their final thoughts on BIM, something that might just make you think about the whole subject in a different way.
For us, BIM is the dream of perfect information enabled by technology, process and training.
I always like to say that regarding BIM, we are not reinventing the wheel. BIM is basically more efficient techniques and methods for workflows, processes and collaboration within the construction industry.
BIM is changing the way buildings, infrastructure and utilities are planned, designed and operated. That is how revolutionary it is. The role that Middlesex is playing in this is key, and they should be proud.
Globalising BIM management, one professional at a time.
The next film in this series looks at scholarship and development. We'll be back here on campus with the scholarship ceremony taking place. It'll be quite a backdrop. In the meantime, thanks to all our guests, and thank you for watching.